Keep his mind around. Let me be honest. Give us the grade. We back.
I know what it is.
Shout out to Drake, the
Look.
hoodie. What's that, Navy? Is
What
that a
color is
Navy
that,
joint?
Navy?
Black joint? What is that?
He look a little bit. He black.
He do.
He
black.
definitely look navy. That's crazy.
This is what you call black. I don't know what you got on.
I thought that looked green, bro.
Now, your camera's a little dusty. My fault. Good.
Nah.
That's just Nick.
Look, we go. The next segment we on today is relationship goals and social media.
Social.
Quote unquote relationship goals.
Media.
Are they really goals? But I want to kind of piggyback off the last segment because Nick brought up black love. Will brought up black households. So I made this post a while ago, and it kind of coincides with the money thing too, about people don't realize that love and marriage is actually a business transaction. Like we can say it's not, but it's the first business you enter. Your household income is your economy, where you put your money at, your investments, like what you trade, your commodities, all that goes into it. So do y'all feel like, well, not even do y'all feel like, I'm probably gonna say yeah, but do y'all feel like there is a external force, be it, rich white men, that invest in media messages that promote unhealthy black family relationship dynamics via media, movies, music, what have you?
I think whether you want to classify it as rich white men or extremely powerful people, which typically is probably old rich white men. So I do believe that the messaging that's being broadcast on social media is definitely intentional. And I do believe that it is directed at a certain group of people, being us. And I believe it's just being used as a tool of division. So we don't actually unite to really bring those finances, those two economies together to continue to build and pass down that generational wealth. And also what it's doing is it's forcing us to be hyper consumers, right? So now if we single, if we only have to worry about us, now we like, well, you know what? I don't have a family, so I can buy the new products, the new Gucci, the new Louis, the Birkin. I can get all that. But if I have a family, our mind is we can't get that because if we have a family, now we have to worry about kids and, what's that word? Responsibilities, which most of us, if you are a fan of social media, I was being sarcastic, but if you are a big social media person, if you get all your content and your lessons from social media does not teach responsibility, it teaches lifestyle. So I do believe that it does come from old white men.
For sure. I don't agree. But I'm more mindful of this. So we obviously know there's a big propaganda push for social media on how you're supposed to think, act, and operate within the confines of your life. But the real, I think, and kind of tying it back to the pressure of perfection, is that social media really inflates the availability of things. Like, meaning, like, you think you have these unlimited options because you can slide in these DMs here, or Snapchat, things can disappear here, or you can do this DM and kind of pull it away from Instagram here. So it gives you the opportunity to kind of be a little bit more sneaky. It gives you a falsified perception of like hyper availability, and also doesn't let you know the realness of a relationship. So as BZ said, as Nick said, like, relationships are a battle. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're battling for love. You're working together to, iron sharpen iron, to build with one another, whether it be a family, financial security, love, emotional stability, and dealing with those, probably childhood traumas and things like that. Y'all collectively are choosing each other to kind of battle through world's extremities together as a unit. And I think social media just puts an odd twist on it because, you're looking at these celebrities that you've never met before in your life, and you're saying goals. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, literally, this dude could be dunking up on her every night, you know what I'm saying? Or she could be with his cousin, like, last week, but you talking about goals based off one picture, or the fact that he bought her a Lamb or BMW or a Birkin, like these materialistic values that don't really hold weight within the confines of a relationship. Like, you can't say those are goals. Like, I feel like it's cool to wish these celebrities well, but not to idolize them. Why are we idolizing something that we have no knowledge about? Use the people in your circle, or people that you know that had healthy relationships, as goals. So shout out to my brother, it's Beyonce, Sade, but those are real goals. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's never called out her name. He's always been respectful of her. They raise their kids together, you know what I'm saying, with love and unity. They keep, you know, they disputes private within the confines of them. Like, those are real goals. And those are things that I aspire to in my relationships, you know, with women and things like that. So, like, you got to really kind of contextualize what's going on in that aspect of, like, perfection and social media.
I feel like we've gotten to a point that everybody wants these cookie cutter ass relationships. Like they see these celebrities, you know, one size fit all ass relationship. they see these
post these old skull cap relationships,
social media, and like Dre was saying, you don't know what's going on. Like you, just because that's something that they do, you don't know what is going on behind closed doors with their relationship, and you also don't know what they do may not make you happy or may not make your partner happy. Like you can do everything that they do and think it's gonna work the exact same way it's gonna work for them. Like it's just not how it works. That's the whole idea of being an individual. Like
people have that fear.
Everybody's not gonna like the same thing.
But I do feel like go back to the original segment one, we talk about like the income. Like I think when you see a celebrity, people are like, oh, that celebrity has more money, so they have more status. So what they do has to be correct, which is a fallacy, but it's crazy. We all usually attribute money to or financial success to the other areas have to be correct too. Like they did the money thing right, so maybe they're doing the love thing right too, which they might not be doing the love thing right. They could be doing love totally backwards. They got money, they got the right career.
That's
a vicious bar.
But that don't mean they good at, you know what I mean?
No. I think really that's like, I mean, that's a great point because it's like money is a great deodorant. You know what I'm saying? Like it swoops around. Like I know we talked about it in the past to where like, you know what I'm saying, a lawyer making, you know what I'm saying, $250,000 a year, duck off and cheat a couple times, you know what I'm saying? He might be welcome back or open oil.
And she gonna stay. And she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, man. The family members may be like, "Oh, he a good man. What you doing?
I'm providing, girl. Don't be stupid."
And that brother over there who make about $40K, you know what I'm saying? He out there struggling a little bit, you know. So he having to, you know, not do everything right. Like look, there's one fork in the sink, you know. So he leave that fork in the sink, he might get going off on him.
He got a short leash, man. He got a short leash.
He got a real short leash.
Real short leash.
I'm saying so. Money's a great deodorant. We perceive these things on social media like, oh, he's able to buy her that new Benzo or that new McLaren or something like that. He got to be a good dude. But it's like, you know, say that equalizer money. Like people want what they don't have, and then once they get it, it may not be in their picture.
Don't have.
But you know what? And honestly though, like females, I hate to say it is what it is. They're beginning to view men as ATM machines more than they are spouses. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, if all the conversations are a lifestyle, what can he get for me? I want the Birkin, I want the Louis. I don't want to have to save in order to travel. You want an ATM machine in your goddamn house. That's all you want. And with that, I want to pose a question. The females now have the right expectation when it comes to relationships now. Dudes are social media.
I want to hit this. This is playing question. And they're like, don't do it. They're like, don't do it. But I'm gonna have this conversation. I've been brewing on this for a minute. And this is the thing. This is what it comes down to. Everybody, Trey's like, don't do it. We finna get shut down. No, but look, everyone has to know their playing field, right? Like, if Beyonce came in here was like, yeah, I want to talk to one of y'all, we're gonna be like, hell yeah. But nobody can cover Beyonce's expenses. You know what I'm saying? Like, equally yoked is a thing. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. And I feel like I know a lot of chicks who got a whole bunch of money. So like when they say I want a man who's doing this XYZ, it makes sense because she making $200,000-$300,000 a year. Why should want to talk to somebody who's making 30? But if you making 30, don't expect your dude to be buying Birkin bags. Like you're not in the Birkin bag tax bracket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Where did it come from? Where did it come from? Social media.
As men, what do we spend $2,000 on, though? Like, I don't get it. Like, as an accessory.
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, you can
Honestly,
get clothes, but
Like,
I
you know what I
mean,
mean? I was about to say, unless you fashion forward, you would drop a few hundred on the shoes, but like a couple racks on one item, bro, we just don't. We
I mean,
don't operate like
you can
that.
go designer.
I don't care how much
You
money
can go
I got.
designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, check this out though. The niggas that's on this show is not dropping a couple bands on that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Man,
Like honestly, like if a woman was to come up and tell you, yo, look, it's either you gonna buy me this Birkin or I'm leaving.
I'm leaving first.
Nobody's asking. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like nobody's asking. You know, I feel like it's more of a social media topic than it is a real life conversation.
But it's being influenced through social media to make it a real life topic now. You know what I'm saying? So now,
because you see people stunting on.
you see a
on
whole
social
lot of people, bro. I see people every day on my timeline. I be like, yo, how can you afford this? Because you post where you work at, right? Like, I'm not all up in your business, but I know you don't make this in order to afford this. And I'm not counting.
Do we need a commercial break? Do we need a commercial break? Do we need to come back?
But there has to be some type of lack of financial discipline.
We gotta pay the
going on,
bills,
bro.
man. We gotta pay the
At the
bills.
bottom,
We
we
need a
throwing
commercial
all
break.
ants. We throwing all the people that Nick know where they work at, and they doing something else.
Hey man, listen, look, I see y'all. All right, now
Wow.
I see you.
Hey, Nick the Feds.
Facts. Big huggy bear. But with that being said, man, we talking about the Birkin bags, the relationship goals, man. Hey, we about to creep up with something about social media. We're gonna talk about how, kind of maybe present some of those things we were talking about earlier with the money, with the relationship goals. Maybe we talk about, saying the successes. You feel me? So enough with the hand gestures. What I do, my Nick P. You feel me? Instagram with